Right. So we were able to do the design part, At first we're kind of, okay, what can we put together to, front end it, then just toss it in the foam gap and hopefully get something going. But then at the end, it's like, okay, well, let's just keep it to our strengths and design something really nice and really good.
Dave, I have an idea. We're going to come up with every business idea we come up with. We're going to have Apathon. And we're going to
have hackathons.
Can we just lock people in your basement and say, okay, come out for a week?
And winner gets $100 gift card to BW3s and a lap dance at Penthouse. and we will have we don't need to hire anybody anymore because we'll just have those every month. And
can I sign up right now?
It's a new business model. Your target market is sitting 4 feet from me.
I have Slim Jim's Funyuns lap dances. Go.
That's right, and that's why Bob put a brass pole in his basement.
Why are so many geeks downstairs?
Because all right, so describe the weekend. So you walk in and you knew your designer, you're partnered up with the designer. You knew going in that you weren't going to have developers to work with, but there were other teams that had developers. And did you know before the event started what you wanted your app to be, or did you start from scratch literally hour one?
See, our whole idea was we thought coming in that, everything would be from scratch, come up with an idea, start design, start development from scratch.
Right.
Further through the weekend, we kind of figured out that pretty much all the other teams, except maybe, I want to say 2 or 3 teams, already had something pre-planned.
They jumped the gun.
Pre-built already, and there's just a matter of...
They're cheating.
Yeah, I didn't say that, but yeah. I'm not saying they're not cheating.
It's like the chili cook-off and coming in with everything pre-made.
Right.
There was someone that came in, I swear to God, at the German chili cook-off that me and Charles do, they brought in Wendy's in in a brown paper bag, in a baggie, and they dumped it and they served it because they said, I swear to God, the judges, that is Wendy's chili. I know it because I've been judging for 20 years.
It's like Homer Simpson.
Who in the blue hell would bring in Wendy's chili? It says the same thing. How do you not know? Anyway.
So, is it blatantly obvious where the teams are is it a competition or is it just, you did this, this is awesome, or...
Competition, with the grand prize, so...
I understand with the money, but is it, okay, we're done first, at 3 o'clock on Saturday as opposed to 6 o'clock on Sunday, or is it, are you evaluated on the whatever it is that you're delivering?
Yeah, we're evaluated on a few things. The main thing, a functional app.
Okay.
So we kind of lost that right out the gate.
Right. Okay.
And basically the idea behind it. So it's basically the idea as well as the functionality of the app.
So who owns the intellectual property at the end of the day? Is that all? Is it yours?
Yeah. It wasn't. It was whoever developed it. It was their property.
Okay.
The state of Michigan was not taking it from them.
I mean, in terms of if you win the thing, you have to hand it over?
No, you don't.
Really?
Yeah. Except they
doesn't that kind of defeat the purpose?
No, that's what I'm saying. Can't you just do that stuff without being in the contest?
You could, yeah.
Right. But what I'm saying is so...
But this is something you can put on your resume, too. I mean, you're...
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, because you're... and you gave a presentation, and the whole point of the presentation was designing under constraints, right? You're doing something in an accelerated environment that's essentially you're competing with other teams that are doing the same type of thing.
I run.
Well, I mean, that's how we know each other. But so but that was the point of your presentation, right?
Yeah.
So can you talk a little bit about how did you prepare for that? You didn't have an idea going in, but...
Right, so we came in pretty much with sketchbooks, laptops, and an open mind.
Okay.
And, other people kind of had a head start on. I'm not saying they had fully finished projects, because I don't know. For all I know, maybe they just came with an idea and kind of a framework. I don't know. But kind of come in, and it started out at the Madison, and kind of everybody gathered up, and, we met a few other people there, and there was a few other developers, and... our idea was to kind of hook up with someone else, and but just turned out me and my friend Eric were on the same schedule, so we figured, okay, we'll just do it ourselves, because we didn't know how other people would act.
So you actually started out at the Madison. So who's running this? It's a state of Michigan initiative. So who are the companies that sponsored it running it, or are there people from?
I believe. Not sure. See, there's quite a few people that were helping running it. I know one of the big people that was helping out a lot was Nathan Hughes.
Okay. Yep.
who were ahead.
Yeah, we just had him on.
Yep.
2 weeks ago, and he did a great job, by the way. So, I didn't remember hearing him say it, but want to give a shout out to him.
I'm just wondering what the end game is. Like, what's the point of putting this thing on if there's no, you know what I mean? They're getting a bunch. I get they're getting a bunch of guys together and they're doing a bunch of cool stuff.
Right.
But at the end of the day, if you
especially if the initiative is for the state of Michigan to try to get an app that is utilizing data that they're providing.
But
right?
if you get to keep your own IP, and if there's really no end game other than kind of hammering this thing out in the shortest amount of time possible, again.
Yeah, the main idea was to kind of show the state, like, hey, this is a great use of Michigan data, and please open up more sources for us to use.
Who is saying that, though? Michigan is, or people that are screaming for more data that Michigan has? So it's probably a little both. Saying, well, I guess bad question. So, but state of Michigan is providing all this Yelp type data, is what I'm calling it, all this information on parks and attractions and everything. And are there people saying this is great, but we want more? Is that what you're trying to say?
Right, because there's right now there's a limited set of data, and they want to open up more. What this more data they want is, I don't know.
Right.
I just come in as a designer, not this back end data guy. So
Right. Is this something that's being done in other city states? Because again, it's something I never heard of, and I don't want to say it doesn't make any sense to me because I'm the sales guy in this room. But to me, when you want when you want to get. To me, it sounds like someone's trying to not scam, but trying to get a bunch of free coding done.
Well, what's the age range? Is it typically a younger crowd in this, like when you were participating?
It was all ranged everywhere from. There was a group of high school kids that entered a competition, and they wound up winning crowd favorite and some other. See, that's what I'm wondering if it's like an educational opportunity, it's something you can put on your resume.
That
right?
makes sense.
You're learning something, right?
Yeah, it's kind of like going on Chopped, right? You don't get to eat the food, but you'll say you won Chopped.
Yeah.
Is that really? Does that boil it? Was that what it is on Food Network?
Never seen it.
Well,
it's a show
like Junkyard Wars, where you're given a beat out car and you turn it into a hot rod, right? And you got a bunch of auto mechs that can put something together inside of a weekend.
Right.
You open up a basket and you cook random ingredients to a gourmet meal for chefs. And you
okay.
You don't really. Yeah, exactly. You get to put it on your resume that I won Chopped. It's middle finger to everyone.
I love the Iron Chef episode they did where they brought them to a gas station and said, okay, you have $10.
Go.
Yeah.
Guys' grocery games, that's my new thing, because Shop Till You Drop was one of my favorite shows on cheap game show TV, back in the day where you...
Oh, wasn't it the one they ran through the aisles of the grocery stores and all that stuff? Right.
Well, Guy Fieri's grocery games now is you have to do that, but then you have to cook. And then he has stupid rules like you can only use the frozen aisle or whatever crap you collected, you have to swap with the other person. So
I'm trying to remember. There was some site that came across today, and it was myfridge at home.com or myfridge, myfridgefood.com is what it was. And you basically go to the site and you type in everything that's in your fridge, and it spits back a list of recipes at you. Here's all the stuff that you can, which was fun out because iDrink.com has been out there forever, which is the same thing but for booze.
Right.
Here's all the booze I have. Here's the mixers I have. Here's the drinks you can make.
How do I not know about this? This is awesome.
So here's all the
and B, why didn't I think of that beforehand?
Right. So ramen noodles, ketchup, and chicken noodle soup.
Go.
Yeah. Because how many times do you wind up standing in front of the fridge going, what in the ever lived at my fridge food, my FRIDGE food.com.
Crap to eat.
Well, that's one of Martello's favorite stories to tell. Back in the 2003 blackout, when everyone was stranded, right?
Oh, right.
Yeah,
he was. Gretchen was made. What?
So, at the time, he was working at Quicken, and this is when before Quicken moved downtown, and he was working out in Farmington.
10:20. She's not listening anymore, right?
I know exactly. No one is.
He came over to Steph's condo at the time. She was living over on the west side, and she's like, I can't make anything. No power, blah blah blah. And he walked in. He's like Mr. I'm an awesome chef type of person. He can look at your cupboard and say, hey, I got this, and this, just like this app. It's
right.
He's a human version of this app. And he's like, oh yeah, he made this chicken dinner. She's like, how did you do this?
Right. No, it's well, yeah. I mean, we spent most of that weekend grilling.
Right.
You know, I fired up the propane grill.
Yeah,
Eating all the
I
ice
went over
cream and
Magic
grilling.
Mike's, so we did the same thing. You know how I learned to cook? I pick like 8 signature dishes, like stuff I like to eat, and I said best chili ever, best ribs ever, best burger ever, and I like looked at the recipe and followed it, and then kind of tinkered with it. That's how I learned to cook.
Well, it's like about every single guy, and actually, well, even a married guy needs to have one dish that you can cook at a moment's notice.
Oh, yeah.
Mac and cheese.
Yeah, but no. Like mine was always chicken parm. Like I can make a killer chicken parm like nobody's business, like from scratch to done, and like killer in
I
20
made
minutes.
beer mac and cheese at Thanksgiving. Oh, yeah, yummy.
So I'm sorry, I had to go hit the bathroom quick, and I missed.
Well,
how did we get off? How did we?
I don't know.
I was about to say, how did we get off Cliff? That sounds wrong. I don't want. So Cliff, I mean, what?
Freudian.
Right. What else do you have going on, Cliff? I mean, that's
Well, I was just going to transition to the whole startup weekend thing. So
Yeah, so Co-Michigan, great place, great time, and I'm not the super genius on what it's all about, so I'm just a designer.
sure.
But it was a great time, so if I said something wrong about it, don't come bitching to anybody.
That's why we provide links to websites. They can go find out whatever they need there.
Figure it out
right.
themselves,
Right.
right.
The views expressed by Cliff are not necessarily.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, we forgot the
That was actually pretty good. So the other thing,
opinions expressed by Bob Waltenspiel are not necessarily those of ITMD, DetroitNet.org, Raw Radio UX, or anybody else incorporated or affiliated.
You know, that sounds like the
wow, did you actually rehearse that? No. When did they get that as a drop?
No, at the end, when you listen to like the radio and they do
Talk about HIPAA compliant.
the mortgage or the real estate commercials, and at the end they like speed it up, like what? Except 4184.
Your mileage may vary, but you may not qualify for all rates. So, yeah.
Oh, it's so awful. That's what it sounded like to me.
So startup weekend. Let's try this again.
So Startup Weekend, that was another event held at the Grand Circus, which was a pretty wild event. Probably about 50 people out of maybe 80 pitched ideas for there, and then everybody kind of picked the ideas, kind of like put post-it notes on signs to see who had the best ideas, and so like the top, I think it was 14 ideas eventually made it, and that was kind of just going to whatever team you wanted, and being one of probably 5 designers there, you know, I had my pick, so
Right.
I wound up picking a team with a friend, and so it was kind of a fun time.
Networking 101. That's how it goes, right?
These are ideas for an app or for a website or for a business or all the above?
A business idea.
Okay.
Just for anything. Doesn't have to be app. It could be hard product. Or it could be
Service or whatever.
service. Anything.
Okay.
And because I always wanted to work with him on a project, and him and probably about we had a total team of 5 guys. And the whole idea was called Made Local, which is a website, e-commerce site, kind of curated products from the Detroit area.
Very cool.
That we came up with.
We hate the word curated.
Curated, I know.
You're not running a museum.
That was the key word there, so I have to say it.
Right.
Because if I don't say that, I'm going to screw it up.
Right, yeah, exactly. What was I talking about again?
Right.
And so, yeah, we pretty much sat in a corner and kind of hijacked one of like the big screen TVs there. While everybody just kind of sat at their own little desk doing whatever. You know, we were there for, let's see, was it Friday, Saturday, Sunday? All our work pretty much took place on a Saturday, and it was all finished up by Sunday morning. So they kicked us out every single night, so it wasn't a true hackathon
Right.
kind of thing. The first night they kicked us out at 11. Second night they kicked us out at 9:30.
But this is the type of thing where you actually had to come up with an idea and present it the final day too, right?
Right. So this
God,
is
that's
like,
genius. Seriously, why do businesses hire anything? They just have hackathons, get everything done.
Right.
I'm not being
Great.
funny.
And this show will be single-handedly responsible for the downsizing of every, yeah.
Yeah. You just put the entire IT industry out of
Wait,
business.
we can fire the IT department and just have hackathons when we need stuff. Genius.
So it
I
sounds
just
like
cut my IT staff down to nothing.
Right. So I mean, it sounds like that was almost like the precursor to Code, or sort of like a predicate to Code Michigan. So Startup Weekend was getting it from inception to solidified idea.
right. Actually, from idea, like you came there with no idea or just an idea.
Okay.
And everybody voted on it, and like the top ideas went on to reproduce it and create it.
Right.
And at the end, you had like end session where we just kind of presented everything.
So is it like a 5-minute presentation, boom, boom, boom? Because how many groups were presenting?
14, I believe 14 groups were presenting. It was like a hard 5-minute time limit.
Okay.
And so once you hit that 5 minutes,
It's like the Gong Show, you get yanked off the stage?
actually we got shot with Nerf guns. So
Oh, excellent.
our team didn't get shot with Nerf guns.
Gene, the dancing machine, would come out and shuffle you off stage.